each other.
Oh,
They're
yeah, no, of
jealous
course they
each
do.
other. They try to
we
get the
do
best
live.
from each other. They do the same thing normal people do.
They do, absolutely they do. I don't think white or black people
So
really
why
on a
do black
fundamental
people
level are
always?
different.
Why do you people always line black people up as a group? We're not a group.
Well, I
We're
studied
individuals.
So I studied this in school. I'm very interested
When
by
they
this.
go back and get your money, they brainwash you. They lie
Hey,
to
listen,
you.
let me tell you, if I could get that money back, ooh, I'd do it in a
Do
heartbeat.
you see now that they lied to you? Why do you? And that's
hold
why
on,
you
wait,
see
wait.
blacks as victims.
A quick question. Do you believe improving the environment a person grows up in can increase the likelihood of them succeeding, owning property, getting wealthy?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like if you, for example, if you go to a better school, if your dad isn't locked up in prison, if you have more generational wealth, do you think these things increase the chance of you succeeding in the long term?
It does.
Yeah.
That's
so-
why I'm asking, why don't you people recommend that black people get married and so they have good parents to guide them rather than putting them in a victim box and making them think that they can't make it and then using them to promote homosexuality, lesbianity, lesbian.
I defend lesbians on my own time. I don't need no
So
blacks
why
to
do
that.
you people put the blacks in a box to use them rather than telling
Tell you
them, being honest with them
Let's meet
about what
50-50.
they really
We can
need to do?
compromise on this. I'll tell you what, I'll stop treating them like victims. I'll say, hey, you got to work hard, you got to overcome your status. At the same time, I can support for institutional reform that gives them, say, for example, more money to the public defenders.
How
people
about
on bunk
encourage them to
charges.
stop the crime? They will have to do the time.
I'll do both. Help their system and help the individual. I love helping
and
people.
so you don't think that black
Amazing.
conservatives should vote for Donald Trump?
Nah.
You don't think that?
I don't think anyone should.
You
but
don't think
especially
that
not
black conservatives should have their own minds to do what they want?
Oh, no, they should be able to do what
Do
they
you
want.
think they should vote like the radical blacks who are voting for Democrats?
Absolutely.
So you don't think that black people, black conservatives, have the right to be individuals?
Oh, no, they have the right,
think
and I
do
have
for
the right to
themselves,
disagree.
And
Yeah.
think and do for themselves.
Oh, they can totally do what they want. I have the right to complain about it.
So why are you
Free
putting
country.
them down for standing and being individuals?
It's not so much that I'm doing it for them being individuals. I'm putting them down for making bad decisions.
So you're saying blacks don't have the common sense to make good decisions for themselves?
A lot of people don't. I don't like
How about the black
whites who,
conservatives? They don't have the common sense to make decisions for themselves?
I would say that being a black conservative pretty much like categorically means you don't have much common sense, yeah.
To make decisions for themselves?
Yeah, at least politically.
And that's why you call Candace Owens a Nazi?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love calling Candace Owens a Nazi. She's pretty, isn't she?
Because she's black, she doesn't have sense enough to think and do for herself?
Oh, no, I call plenty of whites Nazis, too. Don't worry.
But Candace Owens is a conservative, and you just said conservative blacks don't have the common sense to think and do for themselves. So that's why you call Candace Owens a Nazi?
I think that a black Nazi probably is lacking some sense of self-preservation, but I call lots of folks Nazis, and I would say all conservatives probably lack in common sense. So don't worry, I ubiquitously distribute my dislike of conservatives,
And what
blacks,
is, in
whites.
Candace Owens' situation, what is it about her that caused you to call her a Nazi?
That defending Hitler stuff was pretty out of left field, let me tell you, because she said everything Hitler did within his own borders was fine. It was when he had ambitions abroad that when the trouble started.
And
but
why is she a Nazi for agreeing with that? I was saying that. I didn't hear her say it, but why is she a Nazi for having her own opinion?
Oh, I mean, the Nazis did have their own opinions too.
But
I don't
why
think
is
those two
she
things are mutually
one,
exclusive.
as a black conservative, why is she one for having her own opinion?
I think that white Nazis are also bad.
I'm
and
talking
I
about
also
Candace
condemn-
Owens now.
Oh, that she has every right to express her opinion. I have every right to call her very mean names for expressing those opinions.
Do you hate black conservatives?
I hate conservatives. Do I hate black conservatives?
How about black ones?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I do love all people, but I hate black conservatives and white conservatives.
And why do you hate black conservatives?
I hate all conservatives, but black conservatives, because they have the gall of being conservative while having experienced more apropos than any other group in this country what it means to be under the heel of a white supremacist state. It seems to me they're the ones who should have the greatest interest in voting against it.
Do you believe that America has always been a white supremacist state?
Since day one.
How is it that when I was growing up, under the Jim Crow laws, on a plantation, that black people did better than they are today? They had families, they got married, abortion was unheard of, they bought land, they built businesses, they became professionals, they went to college, those that wanted to go, and they did very, very well. If America is a Nazi country, why were blacks able to do better then than they are today?
Because white folk got more clever. Yeah, back in the day, way they discriminated against blacks, all on the books. Black people can't use this school, this water fountain. Nowadays, they're much more clever. Drug war, systemic deregulation of certain industries, stripping funds from ghettos. That way, you keep the blacks in line, but you do it without a single racist law in the books. And things have gotten worse, you're right.
What is wrong with black people that they allow themselves, because they were not like that prior to, after the civil rights movement. What is wrong with black people that they allow themselves to be kept in a certain place or used in that way today?
I don't think there's anything
Because
wrong
they
with
did
that.
not allow that prior to the civil rights movement. What's wrong with them, the men and women in the black families and black community, that they allow that to happen to them today?
That's kind of like asking what a wife did to deserve getting beaten by her husband, don't you think? I don't think they did anything wrong. I think they were the victims of an abusive
But
system.
what is wrong with them that they can't overcome circumstances as everyone else are doing?
I mean,
what is
because
wrong
they're
with
targeted
the
against
blacks?
them.
What is wrong with them that they can't overcome the target against them?
It's because conservatives in government hate black people. So they very specifically target black people when they're looking for ways to
Do you
discriminate
hate black
against
people?
minorities. I love black people.
How are you able to do so well and they are not?
Well, for one, I was born to upper middle class parents. I was born in Beverly Hills. I went to an incredibly good school district. I was able to get funding from my parents to help me with my education. I had contacts.
Why
with my
not
parents'
recommend
professional-
that for them instead of
I don't know if I
making
can
them-
recommend they get born to upper middle class parents, but
Oh, you can't. You can't recommend that they, because most of the children, 70% of black babies born out of wedlock. Is that good for black people?
Oh no, not at all.
Does it hurt them?
Oh yeah.
In what way?
Oh, I mean, it's huge. If you're a single mother raising a kid, statistically more likely for them to commit more crime, for them to be locked up in jail, lower household income. Absolutely, it's
So
a huge
why
problem.
not recommend that they overcome that? Stop doing that.
I do, and I, by the way, I vote for systemic changes that'll make it more likely for them to stop doing
What
it.
is a man?
I think a man is someone who identifies as one.
And what is love?
Do I want to go edgelord on that? I think that love is an evolved, socialized form of a chemical we experience that drives us to breed.
What is a Nazi?
I would say that a Nazi is somebody who believes in white supremacy, who believes that an international cabal of Jewish people are using immigration from the third world to propagate sort of the destruction of the white race.
Are you white?
I am.
Are you Jewish?
I am not Jewish.
But you're
I've
white.
been told I'm Jewish.
And so are you a Nazi?
I am not a Nazi.
And what made you not? Why is it that you're not a Nazi? You're white and you live well, and you're doing well, you live in Beverly
Well,
Hills.
I love black people.
Why is
so-
it that you're not? You don't love black people?
I do love
No.
black people. I love them,
You
and I
hate
love
black
you.
people.
I love black
No.
people. Why would I hate black people?
Because you recommend the worst for them instead of the good.
But we agree.
But let me
We
ask
should
you, why
encourage
is
them.
it that you're not a Nazi?
Well, I grew up with parents who were pretty liberal, so maybe if I'd grown up with Nazi parents, I could have been a Nazi. Also, I grew up in a very Jewish neighborhood. so
And tell me again, what is a
way.
Nazi?
I would say a white supremacist who believes that the Jewish people are orchestrating a conspiracy to destroy white people.
And what is a white supremacist?
Somebody who believes either that white people are superior than other races, or that they should orchestrate some kind of society that prioritizes white people as like an in-group preference kind
So
of thing.
Louis Farrakhan believed that blacks are superior to whites.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
And that he wanted a state with just blacks only. And there are other black people who feel that way too. Are they black supremacists?
Oh yeah, no, I don't like those people at all.
They're no different than a white person who think that way.
They're pretty much in the same ballpark, yeah.
There are Mexicans who feel that way too, about that they are better than any other race.
I've never met a Mexican supremacist.
But there are Mexicans who think they're better than whites and blacks. Are they Mexican supremacists?
I admit, I've never met them. They probably do exist, though. Yeah, they'd be Mexican supremacists. I
And
hate
so it's
those
not
guys, too.
this idea of men and women who are in the fallen state believe that they're better than the other person. So anyone who feels that way is a supremacist, right?
No, it has to be a categorical racial thing. Like, for instance, someone
Why
who's
does it have to be a categorical racist thing?
Well, there are
racial
some
thing?
people, like, for example, my girlfriend in the audience probably likes me more than you just because I live with her, right? But she doesn't believe that I was endowed at birth because I'm white with
I
a
bet
higher
she believes
intellectual
she's better than
capacity.
you.
Maybe.
Is that supremacist?
No, because it's not a racial sort of construct that she's expressing that supremacy for.
So it have to
I think I'm
be.
taller than
What do you
her.
mean by it has to be a racial thing? It means that any race that feel that they are superior to another race.
Yeah, I don't like it when
So
people
Louis
feel...
Farrakhan and
Schwarzenegger.
Jeremiah Wright Jr. and all those people who hate the Jews and hate the whites, Are they black supremacists?
Yeah, they're basically black Nazis. I mean, they've gone right around the other side. But
And are
yeah.
they black supremacists?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like those people.
I'm sorry?
I don't like those people at all because I love black people, and I think that they harm black people.
That they harm black people?
Yeah.
In what way?
I think that a lot of people, when they want to think of radical black activism, I want to think of stuff like Black Lives Matter or institutional reform to the prison system. But when they do their reform, Louis Farrakhan, what have you, they make people think that black radical reformists are like crazy black supremacists, like Wakandaites, and that's not what I'm here for. That's
Do
not
black
progress.
people have the right to complain about white people, what they have done and what they are doing? Do they have the right to complain about white people?
Yeah, free country.
So black people have the right to complain about whites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what gives them the right to complain about whites?
I mean, I think, freedom of speech. I think they have every right in the world to complain or express their grievances in a way that doesn't harm other people,
And so are they black supremacists for complaining about white people?
Nah, I mean, hey, I complain about women all the time, but I'm not sexist against women.
I bet you're not.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And so black people have the right to complain about white people.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the right to hate white people?
I don't like it. Nah, I don't like hating racial groups. Even if you're like I wouldn't support like Jews hating Egyptian people back in the Prince of Egypt days either. I just don't like.
So do black people have the right to hate white people?
They have the right. I don't like it. They have the legal right to. I don't like it.
So black people have the right to hate white people?
Legally, yes. Freedom of speech.
And are they black supremacists for hating and complaining about white people?
I think you can hate somebody without thinking you're better than them. I don't know if I'd call them black supremacists for that.
So are black people black supremacists for hating and complaining about white people?
No, only if they think they're better than white people, like
So,
racially.
and they do think that. So are
Some of them
black
do.
people black supremacists for hating, complaining, and thinking that they're better than white
If
people?
they think they're better than white people, yes, absolutely, they're black supremacists.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for watching The Fallen State. We need your continued support. Donate to my nonprofit here. Subscribe and like the videos here. And tell everybody and their mama about the show.
You might be wondering why this individual is nervous and sweating. Well, that's because they just got busted for chatting online with our adult decoy in our sting operation. Let this be a lesson, folks. If someone tells you they're under the age of consent, you probably shouldn't continue to talk to them. Unfortunately,
What the fuck?
Parents in their life.
What do I want?
Michelle.
When you say you people, what do you mean?
The complaining black people, blaming others for the failure of their parents in their lives,
What complaint
blaming
are we
others for whatever it is you complain about. What is it exactly do you want from white people?
First of all, I'm just going to take a breath. And
I'm trying to find out
I
what
want-
you
No,
want.
estoy comiendo chicle.
what's your nationality?
What you want.
What's your nationality?
American.
Are you white?
I'm black American.
Okay.
What do you want?
You Caucasian.
Oh, you do? And why do you think that? Why do you think that?
Because you seem to separate yourself from us, should I say?
In
put
what
us on
way?
the other side
In what
of the
way?
fence. In the ways that you've specified thus far.
Meaning what? Tell me, give me an example and tell me what you mean.
How you mean? What do
the
you
black
people want from
here
white
as
people?
you
Meaning
people,
that
not
I'm not
including
with you.
yourself.
Oh, okay, I
It's
got
just
you.
y'all by yourself,
Let
right?
me explain why I do that. What you don't know is that there are two realities in life. One is that of good and one is that of evil. And now that I've been able to overcome evil, I don't identify with angry, evil black people. I identify with other blacks and others who are on the side of good. And so that's why I say you people, because I have to divide myself or separate myself from evil and go along with good. So that's why I do that.
What is it that makes us evil?
I'm sorry, your anger, you're blaming others for your problems, your lack of love and respect for yourself and others.
Okay, well, that's another reason why I wanted to come on the show, because that has been a misrepresentation, right? We're not angry, we're not pointing the finger.
But
we're
you're blaming white people for your downfall. So you quit because you wanted to be fulfilled, not because of discrimination about your hair.
Right,
But you just said that was you.
a problem.
But it had nothing to do with racism. You was not fulfilled. Why did you try to make that into racism?
But it's discrimination that we face, that all black people face on a daily basis,
But
that
you-
we have to work through, because it's like, okay, hey, am I gonna tell them,
But
fuck
you
you, I'm
made-
gonna wear my hair the way I want to, or am I gonna work this out to the next
Michelle,
week
you're
and make sure
making
that I
this
can
up
get a
because
check?
you have not given me an example of you being discriminated against. I asked for an
think
Not
example.
valid enough for
Both
you.
of you are
Into a
running
corner.
around crying racism.
I'm not
and
crying
yet you
racism.
haven't given me an
Can you
example.
stop doing
Hold
that?
on.
I didn't
hold
say
on.
racism,
I'm
I
just
said
asking you to stop
discrimination.
You
making
haven't
such
given me an
broad
example you're being
statements.
discriminated against.
Okay.
Have you been discriminated against?
Yes, I have been discriminated
And who
against.
discriminated against
An
you?
employer discriminated against me. They asked me to cut my hair.
Was it a white man or a white
This was
person?
a
or people?
Caucasian female.
Okay, and so private job?
No,
Private-
this is a public sector job.
Okay, so you fill out the application.
I filled out the application.
And you said on the app that I will follow the rules if
That
you
I
pay
would
me
follow
X
the
amount of
rules.
dollars.
Yes.
And did you have an afro at the time?
Yes, I had my afro at the time.
And they still hired you.
And they hired
And
me.
so you went in and they said what to you? This is a white female boss, right?
Yes. After
And this is a government job.
great job.
And so you go into the office, she called you in,
Yes.
and she says what to you about your
She
hair?
told me that I had to cut my hair, that my hair had gotten too long and looked unmanaged.
Oh, okay. And what's wrong with that?
A lot is wrong with that.
Why? Why don't you want to look? I wouldn't hire you with your hair looking like that.
Why?
It's not. It doesn't
That's my
look.
natural hair texture.
It doesn't look professional.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this.
It doesn't look professional. Hold on.
Yeah,
No.
you ready?
Yeah. I was
Why is she bothering
Goodbye.
Yeah, she like to go Google me. My name's Jasmine Abdul. I just said
you? Are you her boss or something?
no, it's about black
Why are you?
love.
Why? Push your.
Ties again.
Goodbye.
Stop letting your ass. Yeah, she like to go Google me. My name's Jasmine Abdullah. I just sat here.
Are you her boss or something?
No, it's about black
Why are you-
love.
why are you
It's about
pushing her
love.
around?
You see how they're doing this because you're hurting them.
Why are you
You're
pushing her
hurting
around?
them, and you know they don't know what to say. and You're beating them up right now.
You're boxing everything in. This is not an open
Why do you-
discussion at all.
I love you. I'm not angry with you. I love you and I feel sorry for you. I feel really bad for you. I love you. You got a lot of self-hate.
Stop pushing her around.
But you got a lot of self-hate.
Don't let that lady push you around.
No lady
It's not
pushing
a-
me
no.
around because I feel more
It's
attacked
about
coming
love.
from you, right?
Yeah.
Is he staying there? as a
I
man?
feel attacked
He stayed
by
there because he's a
you,
man.
but
No, you can't
I
help me.
I fight.
You know.
I stand in my
All right.
We agreed to have an open conversation, not to be boxed into particular.
Is this a strong woman running right now?
Well, actually, I think that's probably the best thing for her.
I know I should have, but
We're trying to do a TV, Mark, don't engage. Continue, show.
Is that a strong woman leaving?
Honestly, I think that was the best decision for her to make.
Is that a strong woman leaving?
Honestly, I think that was the best decision for her to make.
stop letting your ass.
I think it was the best decision for her to make because she is younger than I.
I'm sorry.
She is younger than I.
Anyway, I appreciate you coming, Andrew. I mean, Andre. Andre Shirley.
Hopefully this inspired some black youth to actually get up and let their voices be heard. Apparently society will not understand if we don't just
All right,
come and
thank
tell
you, buddy.
them. Thank you.
Give me a handshake there. Thank you.
No
Appreciate
problem,
you
bro.
coming. All right, thank you. Man. And so how did your nature go from a natural nature of being a man or male to an unnatural nature of becoming a woman? How did that happen?
You said the unnatural nature of me becoming a woman?
Yeah, how, you were born a natural male, right?
You're born a natural male.
Right, you were, right?
I am a male currently sitting here in front of you.
But how did you go from being a natural male to an unnatural woman?
Who's an unnatural woman?
But isn't homosexuality is like being a female?
Yo.
Feelings?
No,
What is it?
no.
What is it exactly?
Being gay is, or being gay, being a homosexual, whatever term like that a person wants to
Right.
use to identify themselves. It's an innate state of being. It means that this is who that person is. If I'm not a woman, I'm a man sitting here in front of you having a conversation. I have a penis, just like you have.
Well,
a
you do
penis.
have the male parts, but now they're cutting that off too. Did you hear about that? We'll get to that. But do you feel inwardly? Do you feel like a male or you feel like a female?
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
No, but what do you feel
I
like?
feel
on
like
inside?
a male. And
Inside?
I am a male sitting here in front
I
of you.
realize that, but inside, do you feel like a man or you feel like a woman?
I am a male sitting here in front of you. So that answers your question, right?
I know.
I don't feel like anything because I am a male.
You don't feel like neither male nor woman.
I am a male sitting here in front of you.
I realize that, but what made you think you're a homosexual then? If there's not a
What makes
feeling on
me-
the inside, why do you think you're
Homosexuality is not a feeling; it's a state of being. It's who the person innately is. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with creating a feeling that you're talking about. It's an innate. It's an innate nature of who that person is. I innately am who I am. Me being gay or homosexual has nothing to do for me with being a man. It has everything to do with my preference and who I choose to sleep with.
What does the word innately mean? What does that mean? I'm black and slow. I don't know what that means.
The word innate, the word innate means that it is that I'm not changing or I'm not becoming something else. I am who I am.
Just before we started the show, you said that you introduced Is he your husband or your wife? Is that your husband? He gonna be your husband or your wife?
I'm gonna end this interview.
Why?
Because we're ending this right now.
Why you want to end?
We're ending it.
Well,
Take
wait,
this
come
off.
back.
Take this off. When you want to have a real conversation,
I'm
call
having-
me.
I'm-
No, you're bullshitting me.
Come
and
back.
I'm not gonna be a part of that. Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me.
But why are you running?
Come take this off of me, or I'm gonna take it with me. Please take it off of me.
Really,
Because
come take it
you're
off.
disrespecting me.
But no, I'm
So-
asking you really.
Please take it off.
Am
or
I
I'm gonna
asking
take
you a
it
real
with
serious
me.
question?
No, I'm saying, just let them take their recording. Just trying to get a reaction. Well said.
It's okay.
No, be quiet.
Nigga just had Arthur.
No, that's not what it is.
Just take it off.
Yeah.
But tell me why
is
you're
it
running.
down?
I'm not running, sir, but when you want to have a real conversation,
We'll get-
you have my information. You
But
can
you
call
said
me.
that you were gonna.
When you want to have a real conversation,
You said
when
that
you
gonna
want to have
marry
a real
this-
conversation,
You said you gonna
can
marry
call me.
this guy.
When you want to have, he's a guy. You're calling him a female. You're being disrespectful.
I asked if you gonna call him husband or wife. Come back. Do you want to be interviewed? No. Gonna marry this guy.
When you want to have, he's a guy. You're calling him a female. You're being disrespectful.
I asked if you gonna call him husband or wife. Come back. Do you want to be interviewed? No. Amazing. Well, they gone. That's amazing. They gone. They walked away. So the deal is that was Pastor Kurt D. Thomas. And Kurt D. Thomas is a senior pastor of the Renewed Church of Los Angeles. And he is a admitted homosexual pastor. And what he does is he works with men. They host a monthly men's group, they say. So I wanted to know about all that. But just before we started the show, he introduced this other male, black male, that he said that they're going to get married soon. And I know that these people are doing that and they're calling it marriage. So I want to just kind of lay out that first. I had no idea that he was going to run, because if they are proud of being what they are and they say that it's normal, you would think that they would want to talk about it. But apparently not.
It's like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm gonna be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker. Men don't want sluts as wives and mothers of their children.
Who cares? You can't live your life for no man. It's not about men. Who cares about men? If I sat here and lived my life for a man, I would be miserable.
But you do understand that a man would not want a slut to be the mother of his children.
That's
right?
not true, because
Not real men.
What is a real
slut
man, Jesse? What is a real man? You?
Yes.
I don't get the same respect that white Americans get.
From whom?
From people in general. Are you serious?
And why not?
Why not? Because I'm a black male, and I'm an educated black male. I'm a threat. What you talking about?
Who are you a threat to?
I'm a threat to anybody.
Are you a threat to white people?
I'm a threat to them. I'm a threat to you.
How are you a threat to me? But so you feel like you're a threat?
I feel that anytime that you
don't even look like a threat.
I don't look like a threat, but if
Why think that way?
It's not the fact. It's through watching.
You're too nice of a guy to live that way. Are you a Christian?
I am not.
You're not a Christian?
No.
And where do you put yourself as concerning religion?
Maybe I'm multi-religious, if that makes sense.
No.
I am a person who believes in faith and goodness holistically.
Mason, I've noticed that women today, not all, but mostly liberal women, they seem to be, they pretend to be tough, but yet when you see these type of movements, they are saying that they're weak. You know, they need laws, and they accuse men. It's as though they don't know how or have the strength to say no to a man or to walk away. Whereas when I was growing up, women were stronger. And if they didn't want to do anything with you, you knew it. You said, okay, fine. You know, what happened to these women that they're so weak that they need to pass laws. They're always complaining. They're starting movements. While yet you hear them say, "Oh, I'm a strong woman. I'm strong. I'm wonderful. It's like they're lying. A lie is in there somewhere, because a strong woman or a strong person wouldn't be crying and passing laws and trying to hurt other people. They would defend themselves. They would go on with life because life offers so many challenges. Are they weak or are they strong? I don't know what they are and what they want. And it's mostly liberal women, feminist kind of people.
We have found that it actually takes great strength to come forward to tell your story. And
it doesn't take much strength to do that.
It does.
It takes strength to say, "Hey, guy, I don't want to have sex with you. Leave me alone."
There were plenty of white, privileged oppressors that took advantage of the system to continue to abuse and oppress African Americans who are great contributors of society.
When did that happen and when?
All throughout history, as soon as white people started going to Africa and pulling people against their will onto slave ships.
That didn't happen. That's a made-up lie. The blacks were sold to the Arabs by other blacks, elitist black, rich black kings, and then those Arabs took them to other parts of the world and sold them. The white man didn't just go to Africa to get some Negroes. That was made up.
Either way, they were sold against their will. A human being is not to be bought or sold. They're not a commodity.
But it wasn't about a so-called white privileged man.
Okay, let's substitute the word white for Arab then.
Yeah, it was
That's fine.
The Arabs who did it. And yes, maybe that was wrong, but the white man didn't do it. So likewise,
but it was still wrong.
It's such a very interesting point you're making, because likewise, these liberal women, they could be making up lies too, just like you thought that was the truth. They could be pushing a lie as well with a hidden agenda. Is that possible?
No.
Do you consider yourself a feminist?
I consider myself a human being.
How about a feminist?
I consider myself a human being.
How about a feminist?
I consider myself a human being.
I can see that you're a human being, but do you consider yourself a feminist?
It's a good question. That's something that's been asked of me quite a lot recently.
Sure, yeah. And what is feminism?
Okay. Well, feminism is a movement both socially and anthropologically in recent modern history, although it has existed previously throughout civilization, in many cultures, whereas it's concerned for women's rights, whether that's equality or education or the right to work or reproductive rights, and that happens through social activism, through lawmaking, education, so on and so forth. My definition, I think a feminist, in its most fundamental, just so we're clear, the most fundamental, simplest form, is somebody that looks at a woman and goes, "Hey, you're cool."
That's a very interesting statement. And so I need a short answer. I've never asked anyone this before. How does a man look at a woman and not think she's attractive and think sex? How is that possible?
They make a choice not to do it.
But it's okay for men to look at women and go, yeah.
I think any man that says that if any man says that they don't do that,
right,
make a choice not to do it.
But it's okay for men to look at women and go, yeah.
I think any man that says that if any man says that they don't do that,
right, in
their head, they're probably lying.
Yeah.
Probably.
And women too, right?
Absolutely. It's a human thing.
Are feminists in competition with men? Yes or no?
Some of them are, some of them aren't.
I got that impression from those godless women at the Golden Globe Award, that they were in competition with men.
Some of them are, some of them aren't.
Do you love men?
Do I love men? I do.
You do?
I do.
And what is love?
I think that what is human love? Like, what is love between two people?
No, just what is love? A woman accused a man of sexual assault. Should we just take her word at it, or just hear her out, but wait until the evidence presents itself of sexual assault? Should we just take her word at it, or just hear her out, but wait until the evidence presents itself?
I think, well, I mean, being the founder of the I Believe You project, our aim is to have belief be the default position for all survivors of sexual violence.
Before the proof?
I think that it's important that we hear them out. It is what is
But
not okay.
believe it though, right?
There are countless women and men who have brought forth proof to community leaders, the system, law enforcement, whatever, and they are disbelieved regardless of the
Well,
proof.
that's a different story. But just because someone says it, should we believe them just because they said it?
I think it's worth reserving judgment.
I know you don't believe there is a God. Do you believe there is a Satan?
Yes, of course there's a Satan.
So why do you believe there's a Satan but not a God?
Because Satan is real. Evil is real.
But good is not?
No.
Good is not real?
No.
But evil is real?
Correct.
And are you a good man or an evil man?
I'm a good man.
But how are you good then?
I get my goodness from Satan.
But you just said Satan is evil.
Okay.
Immigration is not leaving the headlines anytime soon. As Joe Biden said to Barack Obama, it's a big effing deal. I have with me Juan Rosas. He is of the Border Angels. Explain to us what Border Angels is.
Border Angels, first of all, is a nonprofit organization which focuses on helping out the immigrants, immigrant rights, for example.
And when you say helping immigrants' rights, you're referring to the illegal aliens coming across the border, right?
The undocumented people, yes.
And what rights do they have?
Here in the United States, we all, whether you are documented or undocumented, we all have rights.
What rights do the illegals have? They're coming in illegally. What rights do they have?
The undocumented people, you mean, have, everybody here, documented or undocumented, is protected with the same rights that a U.S. citizen has,
Really?
that a U.S. resident has. As of
Are you
now,
joking or what?
no, I'm not joking.
You really believe that?
Up until they put a
Christian?
stop. Yes, I am.
You believe in God?
Yes, I do.
And so what you're saying now is, are you telling the truth?
I am.
You're telling the truth. You're saying that illegal aliens have the same right that the American citizens have under the Constitution.
That is right.
And you're a Christian.
Yes, I am.
Do you feel guilty that you are breaking the laws of the land and other people are seeing a Christian break the laws? Does that bother you?
It does not bother me at all.
Amazing. You were born in Mexico.
I was born in Mexico.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
And did you come here illegally?
No, I came here with a visa.
Oh, so why can't you tell them to do that?
Why can't what?
Why don't you tell these other ones to do the same thing? Come in the right way.
Because every person's case is different.
They should come through the front door so they can do that, not the back door, like
And
thieves.
no, they're not.
Are they breaking the law by coming here illegally?
If someone comes here illegally, yes.
So they are breaking the law.
No, they're not, because they are going through customs.
No, they're jumping
going
the
through.
fence.
No, well, yes, some of them are,
Is
and
that
I
illegal?
agree there.
Amazing. Do you support the Constitution of the United States?
Yes, I do.
How do you support it if you're breaking it?
How am I breaking it?
By doing this with the illegal aliens, bringing them into our country.
I'm not
helping
bringing
to get them here.
I'm not bringing them, I am not bringing them into the country.
Amazing.
Yes, it is. If we were to ask immigration attorneys, you know, whether they're doing right or not.
Never trust a lawyer. So you're saying that, yes, Jesse, it's possible to support the Constitution and social justice at the same time.
That is right.
Amazing.
Yes, it is.
That's mind blowing. You know, that's why we have a problem with foreigners coming here, because what I noticed today that they come into our country pretending that they want to be Americans and pretending that they love the country, but they end up turning against the country the way that you're doing. You just said, yes, it's fair to support the Constitution and social justice, but you say you want to come here and be an American, but you're not acting like one. How do you deal with this?
How does an American supposed to act?
By supporting America, by supporting the Constitution. Not helping an illegal alien break the law to get in here and take advantage of our social services and things like that.
Again, we're not helping, as you say, illegal aliens, correct term would be undocumented people, break the law by coming here.
Are they illegal?
They're undocumented.
Are they aliens?
What is an alien to you? An alien is a foreign
and others who
person.
are trying to come here out through the back door. Are they aliens?
An alien would be, you know,
They weren't born here, so they're aliens, right?
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, they're immigrants.
Are they aliens?
They would be immigrants. An alien would be someone from another country. In
So
this
are
case,
they
yes.
aliens? They come from another country, right?
Correct.
They're not U.S. citizens, right?
They're not U.S. citizens.
So are they aliens?
If they are here, yes.
Are they aliens?
I just answered your
So
question.
these people who are coming here from the back door, from other countries, are they aliens?
That's what here in the U.S. we have been labeling them. Yes.
Just say yes.
You're not answering the question. Are they aliens?
Are they aliens? If I'm answering the question now, if you're answering me, if
You're
you're
answering in an honest way, a dishonest way.
okay.
Are they aliens? I'm asking you personally, do you know that they are aliens? Yes or no?
Do I know that they're aliens? Now, are we talking Martian aliens or people that come from another country?
The illegals that are coming from other countries.
That is a term that we have given them here.
That's not what I asked. Are they aliens?
Well, according to the law, like
How
you
about according
mentioned,
to you?
according to me, then it would be yes. Because that is what the law states.
Why was it so hard to be honest?
No, I did mention. I
Your
did say
wife know
yes.
you're not honest.
Here in this country, we're on a first come first served basis.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? It means that both you and I, let's say, are hurt, going to the hospital. I'm the one that's undocumented, for example. And because I get to the hospital first, I should be treated first.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm a citizen, you're not. And you voted for Hillary?
I did.
You voted for Hillary?
I did.
What is a man?
What is what?
A man. Besides the body part, what is a man?
It depends on how you define a man.
How do you define man?
Okay.
What, are you a man?
I believe so, yeah.
Are you a man?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure? You said I believe so as though you're not really.
I believe so, yeah.
Are you a man?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure? You said I believe so as though.
What the fuck?
You said I believe so as though you're not really sure.
Okay, yes I am.
And so what is a man?
What is a man? Well, it depends. Again, someone with a good moral, good standard, or and examples to their family.
But you're breaking the law.
According
and your
to
family see you doing this, and you voted for Hillary. Would a real man vote for lying, crooked Hillary? Who
Okay.
support everything that's evil? Would a real Christian man vote for her?
Here in this country, the good thing is that we have the right to vote for whomever
That's
we
true,
like.
but that's not what I asked.
Okay.
Would a real Christian man vote for crooked, lying Hillary that support abortion? She has no
What?
moral standards. She supports same-sex marriage. Do you support same-sex marriage?
Yes, I do.
You support abortion? Abortion, everybody has their own rights.
That's not what I asked. Do you support abortion?
In certain cases, yes.
Do you support same-sex marriage?
Yes, I do.
You support abortion?
Abortion, everybody has their own rights.
That's not what I asked. Do you support abortion?
Reversal predicted successfully. Hopefully it keeps dropping down. Hopefully it keeps dropping down like super fast. It's hitting nigga status. It's hit. Whoa. It's hitting nigga status.
certain cases, yes.
That's amazing, man. Well, no wonder you voted for her. What is it about you that makes you think you're a man when you're doing everything the way a liberal, godless female would do? Why do you think you're a man?
Because I feel it is the right thing.
You believe God gave the right to two men or two women to get married?
I believe so. I believe so.
And why do you believe that? As a Christian man, why do you believe that?
Because, as a Christian man, anyone has the right to love whomever they would like.
Homosexual love is love?
Yes, it is.
Have you ever been in love with a man like that?
No, I haven't.
Do you know anyone who's in love like that?
Yes, I do.
And you think that's real love?
I believe so.
You don't love this country.
According to you.
No, you don't love the country.
Okay.
And the reason I say that because you're not putting your country first.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Because you don't love her. You don't love your country. Do you think they should be allowed to come in?
Like I mentioned earlier, every case is an individual case. So it would be determined. And if they have probable cause to stay, then yes, they should stay.
This is mind blowing. How about sanctuary cities and states? Are you in favor of that?
Yes, I am.
SMH. Why don't you guys stay there and build your own country? You have enough. The economy is the sixth largest. If you guys stood up and fight in Mexico the way you fight to get them here, then you can make Mexico great again.
Well, because, Mexico may be rich, and it has, and like you say,
Not maybe, it is.
It is rich. But then again, when it comes to
the way you fight to break the law and disrespect us once you get here, why not use that same energy in your country?
Because right now, as it is, as far as wages go for people to work in Mexico, it is very
Because
very
you're not
poor.
fighting back there. They have the sixth largest economy. You can fight back and create money.
And people have been fighting back.
No, you guys are here fighting us. Do you think America is a racist country?
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's becoming
so
more.
If it's racist, why do they let you people in here? Are you an honest man?
Yes, I am.
You're an honest man.
Yes, I am.
You are an honest man.
Yes, I am.
The founder of your organization, Enrique?
Correct.
What's his last name?
Morones.
Morones. Called Trump a racist. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
You're an honest man.
Yes, I am.
You are an honest man.
Yes, I am.
The founder of your organization, Enrique?
Correct.
What's his last name?
Morones.
Morones. Called Trump a racist. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Amazing. It's like, you know what's real, in all honesty, not that I've been honest through this whole thing, what really just bothered my mind is that the white folks let you guys come into the greatest country on this side of heaven, and the reason you want to come here is
on this side of heaven?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason you want to come here because it is the greatest country. And so they made a horrible mistake by creating a constitution that says, let them in, and then you guys come in and you call them racist.
Did you just say trans people are messed
Yeah,
up?
they're like abnormal. You know, like they've been traumatized. Why would you not identify what a real woman is because people who are confused about who they are might be offended when you might be able to help them by really identifying what a woman is and what a man is, and they may think about it and overcome their traumas.
Did you just say real woman?
Right.
So you think that there are women that aren't real women?
Yes.
Okay, like what?
A lesbian.
A lesbian's not a
Or
real woman?
transgender. Do you think men who take off the body parts and put on women body parts, you know, like breasts and all that, and put on dresses, are they women or are they still, are they women or are they still men?
Sorry, ask the question again?
You know how there are transgenders?
Uh-huh.
Let me do this. Transgenders now, and they are confused. You know how there are transgenders?
Uh-huh.
Let me do this. Transgenders now, and they are confused about their identity. So you heard of Bruce Jenner, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know Bruce is a man, but he took off the body part. Where you going?
I'm leaving
Why are you leaving?
because
What?
Because what you're saying is extremely offensive, and I'm not going to sit here
Well,
for it.
come and tell me why. You're running?
Yep.
But I thought you were open-minded. You're not open-minded?
Nope, what you're saying is hurtful and very dangerous.
But true.
Now, baby, please don't go.
Are you leaving?
Yep.
I thought you were a strong woman.
Now, baby, please don't go.
If you think not standing for someone preaching hate is weak, then go for it.
Yeah, that's weakness.
Baby, please don't
Cool.
go.
Let's take a picture together before we go.
Nope.
Let's shake hands. Well, she left. My guest put her tail between her legs and took off. What is a man?
Biologically, there are certain plumbing and chromosomes.
Right.
Beyond that, men are whoever they want to be.
What does that mean?
Means if a man wants to be tender and compassionate, or if he wants to be ambitious, or he wants to be brave, a soldier, or something like that, whatever men want to be, whatever feeds them internally, that's what a man is.
So he decide what he wants to be?
Yeah, and certainly has a lot more options to make those decisions for himself. Yeah.
So is a tender and passionate man a man, or is that a girly man?
No, it's certainly a man. Yeah.
It's not a girly man?
Girly there becomes a derogatory term.
Would you agree with me that Barack Obama is and was a girly man when he was the president?
No, I thought he was rather strong.
And what was strong about him?
For one particular element, the resistance to strike back, the resistance to doing that shows a sort of strength and reserve. Certainly he was much more tender than other presidents.
Tender, yeah, he was very tender.
And there's a chance when somebody is emotional that they're more connected with their fundamental humanity, which I think appeals to a much larger segment of the country than, say, in the 1930s or the 1960s.
And so are you a tender man?
I hope to be.
Are you tender?
I think I am, but a better judge of that would be the people who know me best.
Right.
My spouse, my daughter, my...
So does your wife think that you're a tender man?
I think she does. She's told me that, yes.
And she like that?
Yeah.
Women don't normally like tender men. They like masculinity. They like men who, like a Donald Trump.
Except for the women who complain about being sexually harassed and are walked in on when Donald Trump walks into the back room in the Miss USA pageant.
But tender people are not powerful people.
I think Jesus was tender, and I think Jesus was powerful.
No, he was not tender. He was anything but tender.
I think we have a different analysis of Jesus then.
He was like a Donald Trump, but he did it perfectly.
I don't think Donald Trump is even a sad attempt at imitating Jesus.
Donald Trump is strong, he's outspoken, he's honest, he gets the job done in spite of oppositions that gets in his way. He doesn't mind speaking his mind. He calls it as it is. If you attack, he's going to attack back. That's Jesus.
I'll agree he is forthright. He does say what's on his mind.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Well, it's different from many politicians who are trying to parse their words because saying the wrong thing could have global consequences.
Those are tender men. And so are you both man and woman?
Now we're teasing out the difference between masculine and male.
Right.
I'm male because of my plumbing, although I could be lying about that and you have no idea what my plumbing
Especially
is.
nowadays.
Right. But am I masculine? I try to be caring, I try to be responsible, I try to be adult, I try to be engaged and enthusiastic and thoughtful and tender and sensitive and all of those things. And I think women are that way, as well as people who don't share a gender binary at all.
That's amazing to me. Are you happy being that way?
Oh yeah. My life is better. I support the feminist goals because it's the right thing to do. Women ought to be treated equally. Also, the benefits that come to me because women I care about get treated well. The benefits that come to me because friends who are women and colleagues get promoted too. The benefits that I get because my relationships, both with men, because I can be close with another man, I could walk hand in hand with him, and I'm feeling an incredibly close and good connection, but I'm not worried about somebody saying I'm gay.
I don't think you're gay, but you seem to be more woman than you are man. Have you noticed that?
I disagree.
But all of your qualities are that of a woman. You don't have any manly qualities. And you don't even seem to know what they are.
Oh, I think I've heard what goes inside the man box all my life. Tony Porter has talked through that. Oh my stars. I've heard what it is to be a man, and I've rejected a lot of those. When it comes to masculinity, this is Robert Jensen said, when it comes to masculinity, I'm more of an abolitionist than I am a reformer.
Amazing.
That's a piece of what I'm expected to do.
No, were you feeling that way? That at the time when you were hanging out with your buddies, and you're like, man, I sure would like to do Sally Lou up. Wow, she's fine. Was that your desire to control women?
It's a piece that objectifies women and says, I want that, not as a person.
Right, but
I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in her and her physical form because of what I'd like to do to her physical form.
Right.
Yeah, I got that whole thing.
You were feeling like, at the time when you were having this conversation, you were thinking, wow, I would love to control that woman, or were you thinking, I would love to have sex with that woman?
In that place, those are so intimately connected, it would be hard to tease out.
Which one were you thinking? So when women are saying those same exact things about men in the locker room, are they saying they want to control men? And is that sexism?
The disempowered group, whatever that group is, always has strategies, tactics, methods to try and either preserve their lives, preserve their jobs, try and get ahead, kind of work within the situation.
Give me a yes or no. When women are having locker room talk about men, how they want to get rid of them and rock their world and do that, are they saying they are trying to control, they want to control men?
I think
yes or no? I'm black and I'm slow, so you have to give me a yes or no. So are they saying that they want to control men?
I don't think so. Not in the same way.
Really? And is that sexism?
I don't think women can be sexist.
Is that sexism, yes or no?
No.
That is mind-blowing. So when women do it, no problem. When men do it,
I didn't say it was
sexism.
wrong.
But you're not calling, why would you not be fair and balanced?
The difference in power in the social structures,
But
I
they're
think,
not- they're not
requires a
empowered.
different language.
These are women who are empowered. They're in the locker room. And they're saying the exact same thing that men say. And you say, no, that's not sexism or the desire to control men?
I'm saying that the language that I use about women talking about men and the language I use about men talking about women ought to reflect the different power relationships within a male supremacist society.
That is so insane. Your language is deceiving. That is mind-blowing to me. That's not honest language. Do you realize by going against men that you're going against your own nature? You have decided, you know what, I don't like being a man. I don't like my nature. I'm going to go against it and fight with women who hate men.
Actually, I don't think that at all. I don't hate being a man.
But you're going against yourself.
I'm going against what a male supremacist society says is my
self-interest. But that doesn't even exist. There's no such thing as a male supremacist society. That's just said in order to control men.
In order to control men?
Yes.
How so?
You say male supremacist society. That's not positive.
No, I don't think it's positive.
And you made up something that doesn't exist.
When only men can vote.
But women can vote. They've been able to vote ever since.
Yes. Was it a male supremacist society once?
That's not now. It's never been a male supremacist society. But there was a time when boys were boys and men were men. Men led the way. And women who love being women follow that way because they knew it was the right way.
And
then you got these godless women who hate men. They're trying to change that order, and you're going with them.
I think feminists love men and want what is best for women.
Again, in short, what's wrong with the traditional gender roles?
I think that traditional gender roles constrain, they stymie, they restrict what any human being ought to be allowed to do.
Man, God is not going to be happy with you.
Apparently not.
You're rejecting God. You're rejecting your own identity. He's not going to be, hold on. Yes, he's not happy. When women take off their female body parts, you know, they go to the doctor cut them off, cut it off, and they look over here, you get the parts of a male, and he attach them to the woman. That seem normal to you?
Transgender is among the most complicated issues in a society that benefits men over every other understanding of gender.
Does it seem normal to you that you will have to, as a human being, you will have to cut off your physical parts and take on some other gender's parts?
I hope that everyone can.
No, I didn't ask what you hope. I'm asking, does that seem normal?
Yeah, and I'm going to still go with hope. I hope that everyone gets to behave the way they want to without social sanction.
But does it seem normal?
It's not common.
Do you like being a man?
Yes.
You do like being a man, but thinking like a woman.
I don't think I think like a woman. I think like a man.
No, you don't. I'm here to tell you, you don't.
I think what you're trying to say is I appear to be thinking in feminine ways.
No, you think like a woman.
I don't think so.
I want to be real clear.
Okay.
You think like a woman. Welcome to the Father's State. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. My guest has helped countless celebrities and regular people to examine their problem. And I have with me the one, the only, Dr. Drew. At one time I smoked pot. You ever smoke pot?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What kind of, no.
But I didn't like it. I think it gave me panic attacks.
He gave me that too. I would get high on pot and I couldn't function around people because I wasn't for sure how I sound, how I look.
You have social anxiety from pot.
I would be on the way to the club with my friends and they would pass the joint. I'm like, you don't want to give it to me because
I'll ruin the night.
Right. And I would tell them that, so they would pass it to me. By the time we get to the club, I could not go in. And they get angry and have to take me back home.
Everything I thought I would get, I got something from you, a lot.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the Father's State. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. I want to know, is it possible to have inner peace? My guest today is Lama Jigme Gyatso. Okay. My audience will want to know why you're sitting on a box and not on a chair.
Okay, several reasons. One, as a professional contemplative, who on a good day meditates and chants 6 to 8 hours a day. This is how I spend my life.
Oh, okay. I just found out that you're Jewish.
Yes.
So you are a Jew who is a liberal, controversial Buddhist monk. How did that happen to you?
That's a long story. I'm Lama Jigme, and you're not. When I see what happens to Black Americans at the hands of the police with very little, if any, accountability, it's horrific.
But you see it an illusion. I want to ask you this.
A rabbi once said,
let me say this.
Never again is not just for the Jews, it's for all beings.
Well, let me say this to you. Black Lives Matter is lying to you. Blacks are suffering due to the destruction of the family and the lack of moral character. It has nothing to do with racism. Racism is made up to control black people by keeping them angry at the white man, and then to intimidate white people in order to get power and wealth. There's no such thing as racism. Blacks are
Well, that's
suffering due to lack
quite
of
a
moral
statement.
character.
How are you going to prove there's no such thing as racism? How are you going to prove that, Nick?
It's because if you look at, it's easy to prove that
And
there's
by the
no.
way, I'm having trouble supporting my back right now because
Right,
of
yeah,
injury,
we're
so I'm
winding
going
down.
like this right now.
Yeah, I
Not
know
because
that.
I'm trying to be aggressive, but because I'm trying not to fall over.
So this is what I want to ask. Since you believe this lie, is it possible that everything else you believe is wrong?
As a white-ish, because a lot of people don't consider Jews white, but as a white-ish guy, I've seen cops treat me than other folk differently.
Because you followed the orders of the cop. You didn't give them a rough time. You were not a criminal. You didn't have a record, right?
No record.
You had your driver's license and car insurance, right?
But the thing is, from my own
So is it
experience,
possible that all these other things that you believe, could that be a lie? Because you truly believed into a lie about racism.
there's a vast difference between a possibility and a probability. We were told that ceramic was an insulator. And then in the 80s we learned that not only is it a conductor, it's a superconductor.
So you're going to find out one day you're wrong about a whole bunch of other things. You have back pain right now, right?
I do.
I've got a lot of family here, some of whom are here in the audience tonight. I also had my first abortion at the Seattle Planned Parenthood. Yay! Notice I said first. If I could Yelp review it, I totally would.
Yes! I had abortion in Seattle. Abortion is still one of the most
Flexing
divisive.
about an abortion.
So you're going to find. You have back pain right now, right?
I do.
I've got a lot of family here, some of whom are here in the audience tonight. I also had my first abortion at the Seattle Planned Parenthood. Yay! Notice I said first. If I could Yelp review it, I totally would.
Yes! I had abortion in Seattle. Abortion is still one of the most divisive issues in America today. I have with me Dr. Willie Parker, an OBGYN specializing in abortions. He's also the author of Life's Work, a moral argument for choice. Dr. Parker has been featured in Esquire, NPR, New York Times, Rolling Stone, Newsweek, and more. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
What made you decide, you know what, I'm going to do abortions?
Somebody once said when you wrestle with your conscience and you lose, you actually win. The reality is that 1 in 3 women in this country by the time they're age 45 will have an abortion.
Amazing.
And it's the most common health care procedure that is offered. It's also one of the safest, but it's also one of the most controversial because it is a decision that is unique to women. My awareness as a physician of what happens to women when that care is not available convicted me around what it meant to be a woman's health care provider and to be a Christian, which ultimately led me to conclude that there was nothing doctrinally or specific about abortion in sacred texts, whichever one you're talking about, nor was there anything that prohibited women from having control over their lives and their bodies to make the same decisions that men are entitled to make as moral agents.
That's amazing. How is abortion a health care procedure?
So when a woman has a pregnancy that affects her health or that she decides to end, if she doesn't have an opportunity to end it safely, anything that risks or ends that poses a risk to your health is a healthcare issue.
I mean, it's a healthcare issue for the baby, the unborn child, and that you're killing the baby.
Baby is a cultural term, it's not a scientific or medical term, and you're not a baby before you're born. Because of our laws, you're not entitled to block a woman from having an abortion, or you're not entitled to force a woman to agree with your
Well, aren't you
definition.
taking a life?
I disagree with you. I
But
understand what you're saying.
you are killing an unborn child, right?
I'm not killing an unborn child.
You're taking
I'm
the
ending
life
a
of an
pregnancy.
unborn child.
I'm ending a pregnancy.
But does that require you to take the life of the child that's in the woman's womb?
I don't define a pregnancy as a child, and I'm like I
Does
said,
it have a life? Is it a living?
it is a living entity. It is a
Right.
life. It
So
is
you
a human being because women don't have puppies.
So-
But it is not a baby. And if it were a baby, it would be a person.
So
Correct.
the reality
Let me finish.
So the reality is you are taking a life.
So
is that true or not?
do you want to have a dialogue, or
Yeah.
do you want to let me answer your question, or do you want to answer my question?
Answer the question about are you taking a life?
Okay. Yes, an abortion ends a life. If you call the police, will they come and arrest me?
That still doesn't take away the fact that you're taking a life. Is it
That's how
possible
I
you could be
believe.
wrong now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Is it possible that you could be wrong?
No.
You can't imagine how you can possibly be wrong, and I question myself all the time. Voltaire
I
said
would if
that.
I were you. Let me do this.
Have you ever changed your mind about anything?
I have.
Okay.
That's why I'm glad that you're at least thinking about the way you feel about Christianity and abortion now and sin and all that, because you are wrong. And by you thinking about it, maybe you get back on the right track.
This isn't about, you didn't invite me. I'm here at I came here at your invitation without knowing anything about who you are and what your agenda is. And I didn't come here to have you openly scrutinize what you think my moral compass is. If you want to talk about abortion, if you want to talk about the right of women, if you don't want to talk about that, we can end the interview, and I'm happy
Let
to
me
have had
just
this
ask this and
opportunity.
then we'll move on. Do you believe that there's good and evil?
I absolutely do.
You do, okay. And is it good to perform abortions or evil?
It's good to perform abortions when women seek them and they need them and they ask me to do it and I'm trained to do it and I provide it for them. Yes, it is
Is it
good to
good
provide
for the
women.
unborn child?
I don't know what an unborn child is. I know what a fetus is. I know what when you give birth,
Is
you
it
become a
good or
child.
evil for
I know
the
how to
fetus?
end a person.
Is it good or evil for the fetus?
I don't relate to life in terms of absolute good and evil. So
Do you believe that there's good and evil?
I absolutely do.
You do, okay.
I don't relate to life in terms of absolute good and evil. So
Does it bother you that it might be evil to the fetus?
it doesn't bother me at all because
Amazing.
a fetus can't be more important than the woman carrying it.
Get back to this. That's ridiculous.
Right. Okay. It's ridiculous because you don't agree with it, and that's fine. If that's your
What do you-
metric,
do you-
everything I might say might be ridiculous to you because maybe it's perplexing to you that people think for themselves.
No, it's
but,
not perplexing.
But it is.
You're not
because-
thinking for yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm not thinking the way you think
You
I
are
would
not
think.
thinking for
okay,
yourself.
Well, I'll accept
One
that.
thing I know for sure,
Okay.
and without a doubt,
There's
some things I'm not sure about, but the one thing I am sure about, you're not thinking for yourself.
Okay.
How many abortions have you performed in your career?
As many as necessary.
And how many is that?
What difference does it make if it's 1,000 or 100,000?
Well, you don't think that would make a difference?
Okay. What difference does it make?
Oh, let me ask, how many months? Do you do it at the 9th month if the woman wanted?
No, that's not legal.
Where do
and,
you, if it was legal, would you do it?
Well, I don't answer hypotheticals because to talk about an unborn pregnancy as a baby is very inflammatory. Stages of development matter. If you say that a baby and a fetus are the same, it's like saying also an oak tree and an acorn are the same. Is it the same if you step on an acorn as you chop down a 100-year-old oak tree? It is not. And that's why
First
as
of all,
a
you
trained
can't
physician...
compare an acorn to a baby, a human being.
Don't get lost in the analogy. That the
But
ability
that's
to
not
think
very-
in a krill.
that's not very nice. So I want to know, once you pull this baby out of the womb,
I don't
after
pull
you
babies out of the womb.
after you kill the baby inside the
I
womb,
don't kill babies.
and you suck it out, however you get it
I
out.
remove pregnancies by standard medical techniques.
And when you see
at 12 weeks, that is a suction procedure.
And when you
now, do
see
you want
that
to talk
child, yes, when you see that child, does it bother you at all?
It doesn't bother me at all to end a pregnancy that a woman doesn't want because the woman who comes to me is my patient.
The woman that's killing it, having her child killed in her womb, does she give that child life?
Nobody gives anybody life. Life is a process. We all participate in the process of reproduction.
So she doesn't give life. What gives her the right to take her life?
Okay, nobody gave her life. She can't give life. We all are
So
here.
what gives her the right to take her life?
Well, you know,
So
Is there any process, if you wanted to have your gallbladder taken out, would anybody question you? Do you have to get anybody's permission to have anything done in your body?
A gallbladder and a baby is not the same.
Well, a gallbladder is in your body and a fetus is in her body.
I'm making the choice about the gallbladder, or the gallbladder has some problems in making the
and women do the same thing about pregnancies.
A woman who kills her children on the inside is making a decision about another human being's life.
I'm not gonna argue with you. If you want to have I've never walked out of an interview, but if you want to have a meaningful conversation, ask me some meaningful questions. Otherwise, this interview is over.
But I thought the whole conversation had been meaningful so far.
No, because I haven't really. You haven't asked. You have asked me questions that prompted me to answer in a certain way, and then you offered your critique. Everything has been about what your impression of about who I am and what I do.
You asked me.
Right, I asked you because I'm still trying to figure out what the point of this is. Okay, I don't complain because I have the power of exit. I can walk out here any moment that I want.
Let me ask.
I'm indulging you.
You are the physician plaintiff. You are the physician plaintiff in a federal lawsuit preventing the closing of a Mississippi-only abortion clinic.
Correct.
Is that true? You know, I went down to Mississippi and protested that clinic. We've been fighting to get that clinic closed for a long time.
That's important. That's unfortunate.
It's going to happen.
Because you are indifferent to what that means to the women, right?
I'm sorry?
There are actually 7 states where there's only one clinic. You're going to go to each state to protest where there's one clinic left?
Don't give me an idea. Should the father have a say-so about his child?
Should the father have the say-so over a process that's going on in a woman's body? No.
Is that his child in the woman's body?
A pregnancy, when a woman is carrying a pregnancy, whoever she decides the paternity is related to, and if they have the kind of relationship where she wants to have that child, a woman doesn't have to relinquish control of her body to anyone.
Is that his child inside of her body?
I guess it depends on what state you're in, right?
Is that his child inside the woman's body?
Yeah, no, because a woman doesn't have property.
You didn't really say no.
No, it's not his child. It's if they continue that pregnancy,
well, how is it her
it's
child?
Their
then?
Child, right?
How is it her child?
When she gives birth. Well, as I said to you, when
you really said no, it's not his child.
It's not as a property as he has some claim over this woman's body.
You put all that extra stuff onto it.
Okay.
You just said no, it's not his child.
It's not his child. It's their
Whose
child.
child is it?
It's their child if they have a joint enterprise, right?
Should he have a say-so in that?
Not unless he can take all the risks that go with continuing the pregnancy. No.
It's amazing, man.
Okay. Yeah, that can be amazing when you hear that other people can think too.
So you believe you're thinking? Does it bother you that every day between 1,200 to 1,500 black babies are aborted every day?
It doesn't. Because
That doesn't
I don't
bother you
abort
either?
babies. No, it doesn't.
So as a doctor, did you make more money before you start performing abortions or after you start
What difference would it make?
abortions?
I'm a board-certified obstetrician gynecologist.
Do you make more money?
What's your point?
Do you make more money? Did you start making more money before you started to perform
I make
abortion,
more money
after?
I make more money. I make less money than I could make. I make enough money to take care of myself. But what difference does it make?
Did you start making more money after you started to
What
perform
difference does it
abortion?
make how much money I make?
It's important because that might be your motivation.
Well, whatever my motivation is, if I get paid for the services I provide, I'm entitled to get
So
paid.
when did you start making more money? Making money
why does
before
that
or
matter?
after?
I'm a private citizen. I don't have to answer to you about what my finances are.
And
How much money do you make?
I didn't ask you how much. I asked you when did you when did you start making more money? After you started performing abortions or after?
Tell me how much you make and I'll tell you. If you tell me how much you make and then I can tell you, because I know what I was making before and after. If you tell me how much you make, I can tell you I was making more money than you do before or after. So that's my answer to you.
Let me ask, what is a man?
What is it?
Yeah, what is a man?
What is a man?
You don't know?
Do you?
Do you know what a man is?
Are you one?
Do you know what a man is?
Are you a man?
Is that your responsibility?
Are you a man?
So that's your responsibility?
I'm asking you. You answer me and then I'll answer you.
No, I'm asking you what is a man?
Are you a man?
So what is love?
What is a man?
What is love?
What is it?
What are you doing? You're not going to answer the question.
I'll answer your
You're
question.
my guy. You're the expert. You're the doctor. You're supposed to be answering these questions.
Well, if
What
you
is a
tell me
man?
what you tell me what a man is, and then I can tell you whether I believe that a man is what you think it is or whether it's not.
Do you know what it is?
I do.
What is it?
What is you? Tell me your definition. I'll tell you if I agree with you.
You're not going to answer that because we're running out of time and you're wasting my time. So you don't know what a man is?
I do.
What is a man?
What kind of test is this? What is a man? What is a man?
Apparently you don't know what a man is. So let me ask.
Okay.
Do you love black people?
I love all people.
And what is love?
What is love?
Are you not going to answer that either?
Well, see, you're asking me rhetorical questions, and I'm returning your rhetorical question, and then you don't like a rhetorical question, but you want me to answer one.
Do you love the unborn child?
I love people.
How about the unborn child?
Unborn children aren't people. I don't know what an unborn child is. I know what a fetus is. I know what a pregnancy is, but I don't know what.
Do you love the fetus?
I love women and their pregnancies. If a woman's carrying a fetus and she wants to continue, I love and will support her ability to support that. If a woman's pregnant and is carrying a fetus and she no longer wishes to carry that pregnancy, I love her enough to help her accomplish her goal safely.
Amazing. This past June.
But let me ask you a question. How can you say you love a pregnancy more than you love the woman carrying it?
I love both.
Okay. So when it's not in the best interest of a woman to continue a pregnancy, how can you prioritize the fetus over the woman who's carrying the pregnancy?
Because the child should have a chance to live.
What about a female child who's carrying a child? Does a woman have a right to thrive?
She has a right, and so does the unborn child.
Okay. And so when those interests are competing, whose interests
They're
are
not
important?
competing.
Are you a doctor? Are you a doctor?
Only in the ego mind of the selfish woman that want to kill the child.
So a
you
woman,
don't have to be a doctor to know that, man. This past June, you were interviewed as part of a Shout Your Abortion event in Seattle. What is Shout Your Abortion?
Shout Your Abortion is an effort by women to reject the stigma and shame that people who feel like they are able to tell women what to do with their bodies, and that because they can't physically prohibit them, that they try and shame them away from making their own decisions. They've decided to not stand in the shadows, just like gay people have decided not to hide their being gay anymore.
And so they're trying to take the shame out of killing the unborn child.
Well, you can frame it however you want.
I was down at a slut walk down in Los Angeles last Sunday, and they're trying to take the shame out of being sluts.
Okay. Well,
why do they want to take the shame out?
They want to take the shame out of being sluts the same way people try to take the sting out of folk calling them niggers, right?
Amazing.
Amazing. What's so amazing about people when people call you names beyond your when people call you names that are intended to disparage or to embarrass or to harm you? When you can't change your name, maybe you can change the meaning of the word. And so maybe they are trying to use that.
People calling you a name and having an abortion or being want to be perceived as a slut is not the same thing. But I saw a video of you there, and you were on stage with an actress by the name of Martha Plimpton, and she was cheering on, yes, I had an abortion in Seattle. And you're not the only place I've had this abortion. And she said she wanted to Yelp review of her abortion. What was going through your mind?
She's a comedian, and
when this woman was sitting there celebrating killing her unborn children?
What was going through my mind was she was telling people who think like you that I don't really care what you think of me. And then the same way that black people had to tell white people when they called us niggers and they said that, you know, somebody with your color skin can't become a physician. She was telling them, I don't really care what you think about me. And I support anybody who finds enough self-dignity and self-love to say to folk who judge and to stigmatize and to shame them that I don't really care what you think about me.
You're judging the people who disagree with you about what you're doing.
No, I don't
Yes,
judge.
you are. You're judging them.
Well, no.
Well, yes.
I came on your show in good faith. I didn't Google you. I don't know anything about you. I walked into a situation where I didn't know that you were going to be hostile, or I thought this was going to be.
I'm not being hostile.
I thought this was going to be.
You don't want to hostile.
Well, no, I'm being
threatening to leave.
Well, you know, the reason I threatened to leave because I threatened to leave because I don't have to
hostile. Let me ask. You received that Margaret Sanger Award from Planned Parenthood.
I did.
Amazing.
What's amazing about that?
Because Planned Parenthood is wicked to the core.
Okay.
They sold the unborn child body parts for profit. Are you okay with that?
It's a shame that you are sitting here.
Are you okay with that?
Repeating falsehoods. I'm not respectful. I'm not calling you a liar, but you're repeating lies. You're repeating lies. Everything about those videos that were workshopped and created have been debunked. The people who made them are about to go to jail, and somehow you, as a journalist and as a published author, I would give you well, it's been debunked.
You're not telling the truth.
Yes.
That's why you're looking down at the floor.
Well, I'm looking down because I'm thinking.
Because you don't want me to see you're not telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. I
that
can
has
look you
not been debunked.
Yeah. Well. How many Planned Parenthoods have been closed?
No, why are you saying that it is not true?
I'm saying that not one Planned Parenthood has been closed, despite all of the government scrutiny where they went in and checked and looked for everything. Not one Planned Parenthood has been closed. Not one person's been indicted. Not one person's gone to jail.
Do you consider yourself a feminist?
Yes, I'm a feminist.
No wonder you didn't know what a man was. That is a shame, man. So my final question for you.
Yes, sir.
Did you have fun?
You rattled my case, but I believe in honest disagreement, and even though it got tense, I enjoyed the dialogue. Well,
and by the way, I'm not married. I was just playing by the young lady.
Oh, that's not your wife?
No.
Okay.
Just for the record. Thank you all for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget to go to thefallerstate.tv/donate, support our work, as well as on Locals, and check out our merch and like, follow, ring the bell. Y'all know what to do, right? Do it. I do appreciate it. Let us hear from you. And you have guests that you'd like to see here on thefallerstate.com. Let us know about it. And again, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for coming again.
Thank you,
man.
brother.
Absolutely.
Greatly appreciate it.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Nice. Welcome to the Fallen State. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. My guest has helped countless celebrities and regular people to examine their problem, and you didn't.
No, listen, I think that this is, in 1,000 years, when the sociologists and the philosophers try to figure out what exactly happened in the United States right around this time, this type of conversation is going to be incredibly informative for them. So I'm glad to have participated in it.
Good, man. They're going to think, wow, Jesse was amazing. And the intellectual guy, beta male. You know what a beta male is?
No. Jeez. Trump, right?
Today I'm joined by a practicing witch. No, not Maxine Waters. This is a good witch. I have with me Maja Daoud. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure, Jesse. Thank you for having me.
And so you were walking down the road one day and you decided, I want to be a witch.
I came out this way, actually. I've been this way a long time.
So you were born a witch?
Correct. From the time I was small, I had strange experiences, and as a teenager, I was called to nature practices. A lot of people don't really know what a witch is or have different ideas.
Right.
For me,
but when you said was famous people, famous men, you know how women love famous men. Men with money, entertainers.
Yeah, you want your daddy around, but
Yeah.
I have my stepdaddy around.
But
so
he
it's
was
like-
no good.
That's not cool.
Are you saying yes, Louis Farrakhan is a racist? for
No, I
calling
can't
white
say that. I
people
don't know. I
blood
don't know him, but I think that
Well, how
language is
come
terrible.
you know when white people are racist, but you don't know when the Jews or anybody else?
Because
but
I
the
don't.
white people.
Because I don't label all white people. Number one, I don't label any large group of people. Number
You are
one.
labeling white people.
No, I'm not.
You don't
No,
love
you.
them.
No, you. No,
You
I didn't say that
couldn't
either.
You didn't love them.
Jesse, you have on a shirt that says "Stop having sex outside of wedlock." Don't talk to me about like morals or
Do
integrity.
you believe that?
No. We're not
Do you
doing
believe
that.
that? Gray shirt.
Huh?
You black,
Right.
but just on the outside. You are
No, I'm white on the inside.
You are definitely an 85-year-old Caucasian man with a credit score of 690.
That's right. Now they want more reparation. We've given them everything they've asked for.
Who is we?
We, the American people. They wanted, remember when they were begging for civil rights? Remember that?
What's wrong with you?
And then we gave them civil rights, right? And then they wanted to integrate the schools. Remember that?
You are amazing.
Thank you.
You really
But listen
are.
to me. You remember when they wanted to integrate the school?
This guy is amazing.
Amazing.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth.
Breaking news. I grew up on a plantation in Alabama. You know about that?
You should know better, Mr. Peterson.
Under the
I
Jim
know.
Crow law, and I
Jim
remember-
Crow. Remember Jim Crow?
Right. I was under Jim
That
Crow.
didn't affect you?
No. And then I remember for blacks only drinking fountains and white only.
This guy is amazing.
Amazing.
You grew up on a plantation and you still have this mentality?
Yes. It's called free mentality.
That's called master. That's what this called. It's called.
When my master said he sit, I said, yes, master, we sit.
You seen Django?
Stephen Fetty.
What was the guy's name in the house?
Mr. Coon. I won the Coon Award like 2 or 3 times already. I beat out
Hey, come get this nigga, man. Hey, NAACP, come get this nigga, man.
I beat out Clarence Thomas. But anyway, let's move forward.
Yes, let's move forward.
Do you notice that most black people believe in social? So we gave them the schools, right?
Who is we, Mr. Peterson?
American people. We the
No,
American
but
people.
we.
Right.
What side are you on? Like,
On the right side.
right.
Right.
So when
So
they
they-
were opposing black people for all these things, that was the side you, that was the right side?
Yes. I'm not done with this yet. So we gave them the schools, right?
You are really amazing. Go ahead, sir.
Okay.
This is amazing. I feel like I'm trapped in a vortex of stupidity.
And so now you're coming out of your stupidity? You're waking up and coming out. Are you saying that?
No.
Why is it that, how were you
I can't save you.
How were you able to work your way up?
I came on this show thinking I was gonna save you.
Right. But listen,
Can't save you.
how were you able to work your way up?
Jesus can't save you.
We got to move a little fast. How were
I
you?
can't even believe I'm listening to you, Mr. Peters.
How were you able to work your way up, but the rest of the blacks can't do it? I need one word answers. All right.
Okay.
All right.
The hot seat.
Is Amy Schumer funny?
Yes.
She is? Mm-hmm. Easy. Should black America get reparations?
Yes.
Is America a Christian nation?
What if it was a Muslim nation?
Is
You'd
it a
move-
Christian nation?
You'd move to Canada, wouldn't you?
Right away.
You don't like Muslims.
I wouldn't want them doing the Allah Abba on me. But listen, is America a Christian nation?
I don't think it's dominated by one religion.
Is there such thing as racism?
Yes, Mr. Peters.
Yes. How about sexism?
Yes.
Homophobism?
Yes.
Deadbeatism?
Yes.
And Judaism? You would never be the same after today.
Okay.
And thank you all for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget to
Your iPhone 17 needs
our most advanced mouse case ever, with the most advanced camera control button. And here's why. When people get the new iPhone,
Who does it matter to?
Black lives should matter not only to us, but to everybody.
Not sure, but who?
Years in a row, these programs have had over a 95% high school graduation rate. For the people for the young men who have been arrested before, who get into their programs, over 90% of them don't reoffend, right? So again, right, like when we talk about these broader issues of whether or not people may have parents or whether or not people may have those things, a lot of it boils down to resources. And these programs that I work with give young people the resources and tools that they need to thrive, and they thrive.
If they were raised with good, decent parents, both parents, would they need the program?
Absolutely.
Really?
I know, trust me, like I know, like we've had kids who had two parents, both parents were in a household, and they needed just as much support as our kids in foster care.
Were they married or unwed?
They could be married, they could be unwed, they could be divorced. It doesn't, like, again, right, like the broader issue isn't the parents. The broader issue is supporting young people.
What is the root cause of gang membership? What's the root cause for men, boys and girls joining gangs?
Well, I think it depends on, right, like what you're looking at it as, right? Like for the young folks who I've worked with who are involved in gangs, and for the people who I knew who were involved in gangs, right? Like some of it was connected to family, some of it was connected to economic opportunity, right? Some of it was for
protection. So when you say economic opportunity, are you saying they're stealing and killing because they want money?
Well, I mean, when you have no other options, yeah, like that's.
We have no other option. You would steal and kill to get it.
Well, I think I wouldn't because I have options.
Right.
Right. Like
if you didn't, you would steal and kill for it.
Well, I think again, right? Like I don't think it's that simple, right? Because when we're talking about broader issues, even when we talk about crime, right? Like when we talk about crime and these broader issues, a lot of them are crimes of poverty. Right? Like to give you an example, in the state of California, we passed a proposition called Prop 47. Prop 47 turned nonviolent drug offenses into from felonies to misdemeanors, which then allowed the people who were locked up behind drug offenses, mainly for marijuana, right, to now go get jobs. And some cities have invested in permits. Now one of the issues with this is that at